We're out in the trails riding the all-new 2022 and a half Fugleman from Segway Motors.
Fugleman.
Yeah, Fugleman. Yeah, the touchscreen is about as big as my iPad Pro, but it doesn't quite work well yet. The GPS resolution is really bad. You can't see roads. You can't see. There's a lot of stuff missing in there, and before we get this, because it's been looking for it for a while. I don't know where you're pointing to, but
so I don't know.
That's somewhere
here.
So there is a GPS. There's some setup to do. Probably has to be done with an app on your phone. It's not my thing. Some people might enjoy it. I don't. So there's setup to do. If you get out of this thing that I don't like, look at this display. Lots and lots of information there. The brightness is very good in the sun. Like, there's a sport and there's an eco mode on these. Eco mode would be nice to work with and all this stuff. It's great. There's flashers, and this one has flashers like your car on the stock. And it turns on the lights. So off parking, low beam and high beam. There's the handbrake. This is really a handbrake. So you press the button here and you turn and you can get it out. This works nice. I like that. Nice and compact and right in the middle of the dash. So that's good. There's a start button, but you need a key, so it's cool. It's like Can-Am. Can-Am has that. You put the key in and you push the start button. It's okay. It's fine. So from without further ado, let's go. Shield down. What I like a lot, the clutch engagement. See, you stop.
Oh, okay, phew.
This is smooth. Very smooth clutch engagement. They got it right, because the first Segway I tried, the clutch was absolutely horrible on it. It was the Snarler
Smooth.
86. Supposed to have better clutching or CB Tech clutching for 2023, but the clutch of a 2022 model is absolutely awful. One of the worst I've sampled yet. But this one, it's good. It's very good. Like, the stock suspension is basic, non-adjustable. You know, the spring rate is very good. I like mud. And it's nice and grippy. It's wearing some pretty it's Wanda tires, radials. It's basic radial tires with a pretty hard compound. For summer use like this, it's perfect. In winter, get rid of those. Get some tires with a softer compound. But this is where this thing shines. It's got guts. Just a little bit up, like here, around 80 clicks and up. You're losing a bit of power, losing some spunk, but from 0 to 80, this thing is a bomb. So I like the frame, the way it's built. It looks like it's built on the looks. It's not bad. It's better in person than in the catalogs, because I didn't like the looks in the catalog. I totally hated it. That's the thing I was saying a little bit back before we came on with the cameras, is if you don't really feel the seat, it's because it's doing its job. It's decently comfortable.
So, and the first look, when I see the machine the first time, I see the big door. A cool thing is the stock. These doors are huge. They will protect you from stuff coming in. But we learned kind of the hard way that if you go into more than 4 to 6 inches of water, water is going to be coming in from the floor under the seat and splash right in the back of your legs. It's probably an easy fix, but you know, everything else is dry except the back of my lower legs and my
my riding shoes are full of water. But it's a fixable issue. You just remove the seat, puts a little bit of foam or something in there, and that'll be resolved. Let's see how she does. Little speed run. It's torquey, but the thing is that it kind of runs out of power up top. It's not a deal breaker. I was expecting that. Oh, check this out. Check this out. I want to show you the turning radius. First of all, suspension travel. That's cool. But check the turning radius.
For work, it's very good.
That thing turns on a freaking dime. There's ATVs that have a larger turn radius than this. Turning radius is totally awesome. Power steering is good. The ratio is a little bit relaxed on it, so you have to turn a little bit more than on a sporty UTV. But it's decent. I just love the way it picks up.
Go on the moon!
It's like, holy crap!
Let's go!
Oh yeah.
Now we start for the moon.
Oh yeah. This thing wants to play. Especially, oh, I kind of screwed up that one. This is pretty bumpy stuff.
Oh my gosh! It's time to test the brake.
Yeah, the brakes are doing a lot better because they're bedding in. This machine is brand spanking new. And I don't think it's ever been pushed. Braking was a little bit wooden at first, but now the pads are bedding in. And I kind of like it because it's firm and it's not mushy. A little bit too stiff at first, but now it's perfect. So helps me dial in the exact amount of braking I want without getting the chassis upset. I like the clutch. I like the engine. I like the suspension actually. For a stock suspension, it's pretty cool. It does handle though. It's smooth, easy to drive. So we're going to test the engine braking here, see how it comes up to. So should be able to keep us in gear. Well, it's not bad. Yeah, that's fine. That's just fine. Kind of like that. No, that's good. That's good. I can't complain on that side. I'm very surprised about the clutching. It's
very smooth. Very smooth.
Buttery smooth. Yeah. I love this. So that's a very steep hill here. So let's see the uphills test. We're at 10 kilometers an hour. Dude, we hit almost 60. Nice. Going uphill. It's probably one of the most, it's got some of the most torque right out of the box. It's just too sophisticated to be only utility. And it's got the chops, you know, it's got the performance chops. So the engine, the transmission, the suspension, the steering input, steering feel. It's got everything you need to be a touring utility. And why would you buy this just to pull manure along? I'm sorry, that's, you know, when they work out the kinks on this thing and work out all the little kinks there, this is going to be an awesome touring rig. Mechanically speaking, it's pretty damn good. It's nice, point and shoot. It's got a lot of power on reserve, and you know, if you're driving trails like this, which the speed limit's 50, even if there wouldn't be a speed limit, you wouldn't be driving this thing like 80 here. But it's got some zip. It's got the most important thing I'm looking at out of a machine is that when I press the gas, I want it to move like this. You know, when you want it to get out of corners. This is like, doesn't show on camera, I'll bet, because of the stabilization, but I'm pushing this thing pretty hard, and it's got everything you need to have fun. You know, you just wah. You see, it's even kicking out the rear end in 4-wheel drive. It's like, damn, this thing wants to play. That's what I like about it. Segway has redeemed itself in the clutch department with me, because that snarler I tried was absolutely awful, the worst clutch I ever saw, and this one is like wham bam, just right on point for what, you know, for touring riding and all this stuff. It's right there. It's like, geez. Wow, let's use the mud. It can handle this crap all day long. This is thick, soupy stuff. This is what the tires, the Wondas that I'm talking about, they're kind of a Bighorn clone. They do extremely well in this type of mud. The really mushy stuff, sticky stuff. Haven't had any issues all day in these extreme muddy conditions. It's a little bit thicker here. I'm gonna keep it in high gear, see what it does. Oh boy. Oh, and there's something cool about the engine in the back. There's an air intake that's really just about here, about cage height in the back. So it's kind of snorkeled already. So it's very high intake. So this can actually go into a bit of water without having a belt slip or water ingestion in the intake system. Mechanically speaking, this thing is, yeah, it's pretty well sorted. So let's go for the we like and we don't like. What I don't like, this screen, just the interface. Interface is total, almost garbage. I don't like it. It's not responsive. It's not intuitive. It's hard to get it connected to your phone. I got it connected, but I couldn't do anything with it. No, that's definitely no. Segway, you got to work on this. This is awful. Other thing I don't like is the water that comes in. 4 inches of water and more over 40 clicks an hour. I'm sorry, but you're getting about a half cup of water in each of your shoes. I thought I'd be dry, so I'm wearing small riding boots today, and these are expensive boots. And what my feet are doing right now is going splitch because they're all wet. So I don't appreciate that at all. So Segway can probably take a look at this and fix this. Probably didn't figure that people would be riding this thing that hard. And imagine that, I didn't push it. I could do a lot worse with this thing. Look at this, this is really thick stuff. Just, there's not much stuff I don't like. It's a little bit too high. This is the highest UTV I ever had. Actually rubs on the ceiling of my high ceiling, because I ordered my trailer. Both our trailers, me and Jason's trailers, are high rise, so they're supposed to be fit just about anything. But this one actually rubs a little bit on the inside. So for you that don't have the high entry, this thing is not going into an enclosed trailer at all. What I like, first of all, the engine is awesome. It's one of the strongest that I've gotten, like on torque. It's not the highest horsepower. I don't know the numbers. I don't want to know. The only time I can compare it is on the torque. This thing rips 0 to 70, 80 clicks an hour. It'll hang with just about anything there that's normally aspirated. It'll hang with it, no issue. It just kind of dies out up top, and it's normal with the configuration and probably the gearing, because it's geared pretty low. But yeah, awesome. The clutching is the best clutching I've had in a long time on a UTV. Very, very good clutching. Power steering is good, suspension is good. Nothing to write home about though. But I like the dash layout. This layout is very, very good, very informative, easy to read, and lots of information. You don't have to scroll through a whole lot of stuff to be able to see the info you want. So that I enjoy it very, very much. The interior is not, you know, it's basic stuff, so it gets a passing grade. The frame is built very, very stout. I'm gonna show you a bit of the engine. That's annoying as hell. So this is the engine. See, it's a parallel, 2 spark plugs on top. Check out that this here, you have the snorkel, so the intake for the CVT. CVT is on the right hand side. Engine noise is good too. The airbox is right here. A little bit oh, check this out. Yeah, pretty easy to access here, and remove the cartridge type air filter, so that's good. The air is going straight in there, so there's a lot. So it's kind of a snorkel actually. Really, really cool thing. So it's pretty high up. So let's say it's about waist high. Yeah, waist high. So that's a good. So you have a flipping bed, which is excellent. A little bit heavy, but closes. You know, the way it's designed, you know, beefy. No, I thought it would be some really cheap junk. You know, I had a lot of prejudice against Segway. I didn't like the fact that there was so much hype for like 3 years, and saying that we got this, we got that, and blah blah blah. There's still no electrics out there, not to my knowledge. But again, there's hype in there. But it's a really decent machine. There's a storage cubby here. You just remove it, or you have this, you open it like this. There you go. Lots of stuff you can fit in there. The only thing is you got to make sure that rubbers goes back in. You know, that should be revised. It's not very intuitive. There's a huge glove box, very, very big. Storage cubbies, the 3 bottle holders or whatever. There's not much, because we're talking UTV here. There's not much storage compared to the other guys, and the storage is not really well thought out, because there's not, it can go right out. It's not that bad. I like the handbrake. Handbrake is nice. Still steering. There's a storage compartment here, but there's a big hole in there. It's really not. That's not well thought out. All this space that's under here you're missing, because they kind of left it open. If they close that up, you could have a huge storage space. It would be like really awesome. But the rest, it's weird, because it's a new brand for me. I don't know this brand, but they had 3 years, almost 4 years to develop this, and we're gonna see if Segway wants to play a little bit more with us. Maybe loan us a long-term unit, so we can beat down on it and give you our thoughts on it, because we don't get paid by them. That'd be cool. That'd be really cool. So this is Mark. That's Jason. Behind that camera is our good buddy Carl. And we're the ATV guys, so please join us on Facebook on the Canadian ATV UTV Nation group. You can see our page, the ATV Guys magazine. And I gotta go, because I gotta go watch this thing. Bye.